classrooms and the buses. It appears nowhere is safe for residents here in Nigeria. Now, the gruesome murder of a Lagos-based fashion designer, Bamise after she boarded a BRT bus in Lagos, leaves bitter taste indeed in one's mouth. The driver of the bus has been arrested after the body of the 22-year-old was found lifeless, and an enraged Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has assured Nigerians that justice would be served in the death of Bamise. In a statement, Governor Sanwo-Olu vowed that his administration will leave no stone unturned in the investigation and arrest of everyone found culpable in the kidnap and death of the lady. BKO. All right, so yesterday we saw that the driver of the BRT bus was arrested. First of all, listening to him, what are your initial thoughts? And when you weigh that against what the government is now saying, recall that at a point, many notable Nigerians had said the government was uncomfortably silent on the matter.
Well, the first video that went viral, this driver claimed that this driver said that he actually he owned up to raping her. Then there was another recording of his so-called confession in which he did not own up to raping the woman. So these things are really not adding up. It's such a massive embarrassment for this to have happened in Lagos and in a BRT bus, for example. It also shows that there is not enough monitoring of these drivers. It means that even these people given this job need to be thoroughly evaluated, and they should have guarantors that we can be sure of their impeccable character and all that. A situation in which thugs and people's conduct make them not far away from thugs and layabouts get the opportunity to drive BRT, and then we are seeing evidence now that some of them are killers, some of them are rapists. I mean, better monitoring and better evaluation of applicants for the job of driver will enable us to at least be sure that only the best, only the right people get to drive these BRT buses. This is a big embarrassment to the government, and government must do its best. As Governor Sanwo-Olu has said, that the government would make sure that justice is served. Governor Sanwo-Olu has to ensure that justice is indeed served. We can't have anything less than that. How do you pick a woman, just that woman alone? And she was complaining that, how come you are not picking other passengers? How come it's just me in your vehicle? Unfortunately for him, the woman was communicating with someone else to say, see, oh, this is the situation that I found myself. So many oddities just happen in our country. We need to protect our people better. And it shouldn't be in a BRT bus that this sort of nonsense will happen. Because, it damages the reputation of the company. So we need justice, and justice should come as quick as possible. It is in our country that justice takes eternity. Elsewhere, once this happens, arrest, bring the guy to court, get the judge to expedite his case, and then justice is served. That way, more and more people will know that when you do this thing, when you commit a crime, this is what happens. And they will turn away from a life of criminality. But justice can go on for up to 10 years, 15 years. At the end of the day, people have even lost track of the matter. So it's just terrible.
And when you even look at the fact, I can just imagine what the bereaved family would be going through at this time. And it's not just a loss to the family, it's indeed a loss to the nation, because this is such a bright, promising, brilliant girl. Look at the clues that she was able to leave behind in that distressing moment that many people would probably have been, transfixed or, out of shock. The fact that she was, smart enough, to call loved ones. And, it's really a chilling thought. It gives one a really, chilling, scary thought. But I hope that at the end of this, whole thing, her death will not be in vain.
No, I think just like you said, she was a really smart girl. Honestly, sometimes if I enter BRT bus, I feel very comfortable. In fact, that is when I want to sleep, because I feel it is comfortable. The
doors are locked.
Everywhere is locked. The AC is working. Then drop me at my destination.
Indeed.
That is how everybody sees a bus that is like that, which is BRT. Because if it's downfall that you are taking now, where everywhere they are shouting and everything, you won't want to even take a nap. But for her to have done that, sending messages to her friend, shows that she was smart. Yesterday we were speaking with her elder brother. It was heart-wrenching because at some point he had to break down. He told us how the mom, fainted. Her mom fainted twice, sister fainted, and then she had even sent a name that because his own wife was pregnant, and she sent a name that this is my, how when somebody is about to deliver, okay, this is the name I will give your child. In fact, it was just so sad that such a promising girl could be killed in Lagos. Just like BKO said, in Lagos, once you hear some things in Lagos, you begin to wonder, has this thing been happening and I don't know that it's happening in Lagos? So it means the government has to intensify effort. The BRT buses are supposed to be the safest bus in Lagos, whereby they will have cameras. I'm surprised that BRT does not have a camera. They are telling, in fact, when I was asking people, they said some have cameras, but that one doesn't have camera. And then profiling of the drivers, which BKO said is very important. It took them long weeks. You remember, because we are asking, who is the driver? Who took them? At the end of the day, we now saw one small passport. Right. One small passport, they said it's BVN or something.
It finally trickled in.
Okay. So that is when people, but how can somebody who is under the employ of a big organization like that just present only BVN and then they will employ? Carrying people up and down. Kemi.
All right. Well, that said, let's allow Adekunle Yusuf now, because we run out of time. You would most likely have the final word on this matter.
I believe the Lagos State government will do justice,
yes, so
to
they
the
have
soul
to,
of this.
because all eyes will be on them now.
I see this lady as a very courageous, young girl, because in moments of adversities, it is very, very difficult to take any meaningful decision.
Rational, indeed.
But because of that decision, we were able to know who the killers, are, even though justice is not yet served. But I want the state government to look at this as a wake-up call to do a holistic, job on the public transport system.
Exactly.
In Lagos. It's not just the public. Do you know this happens virtually all the time with it downfall?
Yes, don't you hear one chance? You hear one chance.
This is just what you know.
This would say one chance in Lagos. It happens all the time, and when it happens, you hardly
there are no clues.
There's no clue to you, and they just say missing person. He went out and he didn't come back and all that. Now, even if we start from the public sector, we should be able to do it in a way that becomes very difficult for criminals to, invade that space and do their crime. We have to do something about this, and I believe the state government should look beyond this, crime and do a total, turnaround of that.
When somebody was even telling this yesterday that he was in Lekki. A bus came all the way from Ogun State to pick him in Lekki. No, nothing, no identity, nothing. The only thing that was there is just registration. I think Lagos, just like you said, we need to change the entire.
All right, gentlemen.